The Battle of Lodi, 1796, my friends. Although not a decisive meeting, this was where Napoleon first made a name for himself and got a glimpse of his destiny. The nickname the Little Corporal remained with him throughout his early campaigns through Austria.
Turin laid my sides. The Piedmontese let my army pass. The Austrians under Beaulieu fell back on Milan. I pressed hard and caught them at Lodi. Sebotendorf can read a battlefield. He can see that I must send men over the only bridge across the River Po and take on his men on the east bank.
Now that's much more fun than a campaign.
What is coming next?
Napoleon versus Johann Beaulieu. Oh, I can't. I have to instantly start. Okay. Oh.
May 10th, 1796.
Okay, this is cool.
After 2 days of forced marching, my army has caught the retreating Austrian army at Lodi. This is the time to strike.
This is hard, you moron. Pay
the
attention,
Austrian
man.
rear guard is separated
look like
from
Borussia
the main
Dortmund, Junge.
army and vulnerable until it can reach the safety of the town. General Beaulieu is forced to stay on the battlefield. We must capture or kill the Austrian general and much of his force to end Austrian interests in northwest Italy. If Beaulieu is removed, the French can pen the Austrians in Lombardy into the fortress at Mantua. I must prevent Beaulieu from escaping the battlefield.
Okay, the Battle of Lodi. They're like retreating, yeah, you can see them retreat. Let's take a look, 23 minutes. God, I'm a boomer.
History TV, BMF Productions.
So this is how Napoleon really started out.
In 1796,
Shit, I'm
at
feeling
the
this.
height
This is
of
nice.
the French Revolutionary Wars, a young French general took charge of a ragged, demoralized army in northern Italy. It was his first command. Many expected him to fail. Instead, in just 1 month, he won his first brilliant campaign. With astonishing self-confidence, boldness and energy, he led his army to victory after victory, transforming the war in Europe,
Such good editing,
winning
bro.
praise from
So
a
good.
grateful republic, and forging a legend.
It also relapsed
This is
video
the
that they can
story
use
of
these oil
Napoleon
paintings a lot.
Bonaparte's first campaign, and the dawn of a new age. 1792. Europe is plunged into conflict by revolution in France. At first, it seems this infant republic will be quickly snuffed out by her neighbors. Incredibly, France clings on, thanks to
look at
mass
the grave, man.
mobilization,
Or are they
patriotic
sleeping?
fervor, and her traditional military power. In 1795, France occupies the Low Countries, while Prussia and Spain withdraw from the war. But the French Republic still faces a powerful
They don't make
coalition
things like
of
that anymore,
enemies,
huh?
which includes the Austrian Empire and kingdoms of Piedmont, Sardinia, Naples, and Great
I'm a
Britain,
bit nervous because I have to
as
wait
well
for
as
a person to be like, 1
counter-revolutionary
second.
revolt in the Vendée region of western France. In Paris, the most extreme revolutionaries had been toppled, sent to the guillotine, as they had sent so many before them. France is
They
now
give their lives for the
governed
future
by
of bright
direct-
effing immigrants. Monkey Nate, I'm not doing this with you today. Not today. See you tomorrow, okay?
a more moderate 5-man committee, which quickly wins a reputation for corruption and inefficiency.
Like always.
Nevertheless, in 1796, they plan a major military offensive to knock their most dangerous adversary, Austria, out of the war. The two main efforts will be made along the Rhine by powerful armies under General Jourdan and General Moreau. A third effort,
Was he wrong though? First time chatter, all the best.
much less is expected, will be made in northern Italy.
So many fucking
The
people
French
involved.
army of Italy is a poor cousin, starved of money and supplies, stripped of troops to reinforce French forces on the
Yet
Rhine.
he still did such a good
But its
job, man.
fortunes are about to change. On the 2nd of March, 1796, the Directory appoint a new commander to lead the army. One of France's youngest generals, Napoleon Bonaparte.
This is his best campaign. A general's most important talent is to know the mind of the soldier and gain his confidence. He is not a machine that must be made to move. He is reasonable, being who needs leadership. Intelligent.
Napoleon arrives at the Army of Italy's headquarters in Nice on the 25th of March. He is just 26 years old.
Wow. Damn. What are you doing, 26? Watching a streamer?
Masterminded French victory at the Siege of Toulon. Since then, his fortunes have been mixed. A short spell as artillery commander in Italy. 10 days in jail when his political patrons fell from power. He then refused to serve in the Vendée, fighting French counter-revolutionaries, leading to several months' unemployment in Paris.
So many massive empire dictator people have always been like Hitler and stuff, right? They were imprisoned, homeless, losers, and then they become these massive fucking...
Then, an extraordinary break.
Historical figures.
13 Vendémiaire, Paris. A royalist mob threatens to storm the national government. Napoleon is the closest general to hand and put in charge of its defense. He disperses the crowds with brutal efficiency.
I'm on the first step to become Napoleon since I'm unemployed.
Savior of the revolution. A grateful directory promotes Napoleon to General of Division and awards him command of the Army of Italy. On the 9th of March, he marries his great love, Joséphine de Beauharnais, and leaves for the front 2 days later.
He probably got laid hard,
French
man, that
generals
night.
in Italy with a better claim to command than Napoleon. Serrurier, a professional soldier who first saw action in the 7 Years' War.
Can you guys tell me how the culture was made that men wore these wigs back then? What is like the cultural beginning of that, the history of it?
A decade before Napoleon was born. Augereau, a tough, experienced soldier, bold tactician, and committed
They're
Republican.
just woke.
And Massena,
Hiding
risen
boldness,
from the ranks,
status,
fearless,
syphilis,
tireless,
concealing syphilis and boldness.
hero of the Battle of Lodi against
Boldness
the
was considered
Austrians the
uncool.
year before.
Really?
All three would later become marshals of Napoleon's empire.
Now we have
For now,
Ankara.
Napoleon seems to these veterans young and underqualified, embarrassingly infatuated with his new wife. But there is something about the Corsican. As Massena observed, his small size and puny face did not put him in their favor. But as soon as he donned his general's hat,
Crazy that might actually be legit quotes, huh? From like diaries and stuff.
Napoleon impresses above
That's so cool
all
about history. This is not Avengers. This fucking happened. Mostly you have to be careful how much they edit and stuff, right? But this actually happened, man.
with his tireless energy. And he has much to do. His army is organized into Massena's advance guard of 2 divisions, one led by a hard-fighting Swiss general La Harpe, and the other by Meunier, whom Napoleon soon decides is incompetent. The main body comprises the divisions of Augereau, Serrurier, and 2 smaller divisions under Macquart and Garnier. The cavalry is led by General Stengel. But the Army of Italy has been shockingly neglected by the Directory. The men are hungry and unpaid, with a few units on the verge of mutiny. Some men don't even have shoes or muskets. Napoleon inspects the troops and studies reports. He enforces discipline and breaks up rotten units. He is assisted by his aide-de-camp, Junot, Marmont, and a dashing cavalry colonel, Joachim Murat.
Do you ever feel small when learning about these great historical men? I don't, because sure, they will be remembered forever, and I will not be remembered, and they're very influential, but yet these people, most of them, brought a lot of death and destruction. They brought a lot of pain, and I'd rather be surrounded by my kids and grandkids and die than this. I think I'm okay with it. I can sleep at night. I'm cool. I think every man has this feeling of maybe one day you want to be a legend and do something with your life. Most of us don't. But like, look at Trump. Trump will be one of the most remembered people of this era. But as what? As a fucking moron? You want to be remembered for that? Hitler's remembered forever, but he's one of the biggest killers and idiots ever living, right? So it's probably nice to be remembered for something beautiful, for something great, like you invented fucking antibiotics or some shit, right? So I think I'm cool. I think I'm cool.
As emperor, Napoleon will make 2 of these men dukes and 1 a king. His most valuable assistant is his new chief of staff, General Berthier, who helps him to reorganize the army's supply system and scour southern France for food, transport, and forage. The situation begins to improve. But Napoleon knows what will really rejuvenate his ragged divisions.
A victory.
Victory in battle, and the promise of plunder.
Supply is king, man. I want to lead you into the most fertile lands in the world. Rich provinces and great cities will be in your power. There you will find honor, glory, and riches. Soldiers of Italy, will you lack courage or constancy? There's also Italian women. That's all. That was weird. I apologize. I take that back.
Napoleon has spent 2 years studying the situation in northern Italy and the
2 years of preparation
wars here. He has developed clear plans on how the campaign must be fought.
I'm so happy I'm watching this. I didn't want to watch it first. This is sick.
Put them into action. Napoleon, with 38,000 troops, outnumbers the Piedmontese and the Austrian army. But if they combine...
Susie is on the door. Okay, let's keep going. This is fun. This is kind of cool content. Watching videos and then playing the battles. Really cool.
He will be outnumbered, so he must prevent this at all costs. His plan bears all the hallmarks of what will become known as the Napoleonic art of war. A bold, rapid advance, not against the expected
Kind of a bit of
target,
blitzkrieg if you think
Genoa,
about it, right? What he did.
Dago. Here he will occupy the central position and prise his enemies apart. He knows that when threatened, the Piedmontese will retreat on their capital Turin, the Austrians on Milan. With his enemies divided, unable to support each other, he can defeat each in detail.
There we go. Okay.
Napoleon's plan will be aided by the fragility of the Austrians.
I'm gonna say some autistic stuff. You guys will fully agree with me. My entire life, since I'm living, I'm imagining one thing. I've been waiting for 30 years. One day, you're gonna be in your room, in like a VR room. You put on a VR set, and then there's a game where you are part of certain events, right? For example, I always thought about this, the Battle of Helm's Deep. One day, you're gonna put on a set, right? And you are on the wall of Helm's Deep, and you're just a nothing guy. Aragorn is over there, right? And you're like, whoa, whoa. And then the Uruk-hai are coming, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was waiting for that, like well made, you know, well made. And one day, you like walk in a formation, Napoleon's army. And it might not even have gameplay. You might not even fucking shoot stuff. Just to experience this. It might be very traumatizing, though. It could be very traumatizing, right? And you just... You're right, though. This might have psychological impact, right?
Piedmontese alliance. They regard each other with deep distrust after years of rivalry. The new Austrian commander is experienced and was once considered energetic, but he is now
Imagine we are on Tommy commands us
and does not know Italy. He is convinced the French will target Genoa, the port used by the British to supply their coalition allies. So much so that he rejects Piedmonte's plans for close cooperation. Their troops remain scattered across mountain passes in a general defense against invasion. On the 4th of April, Napoleon moves his headquarters forward to Albenga in preparation for his offensive.
I'm so impressed by how he has information. So he's here, right? And how does he in his brain know where everything is? They are over there. There must be scouts the entire time. Like a guy writing, Napoleon, we are in position over there, blah, 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 blah. So if I was an enemy, I would always try to kill scouts. I will try the entire time to kill lonely riders.
But Beaulieu strikes first. On the 10th of April, Austrian troops take Voltri to disrupt the expected French attack on Genoa. the small French garrison falls back to join Massena's advance guard.
Scouts are really fast.
But Beaulieu's fixation with Genoa is playing into Napoleon's hands. Dago, with its vital crossroads that link the Piedmontese and Austrian armies, is covered by just 8,000 men of Argenteau's corps. Mountainous terrain means Beaulieu can only march to Argenteau's aid via Acqui, more than 20 miles to the north.
But why? Why can he not go?
What's more, Argenteau has orders to take French positions at Montenotte.
But they're fighting in the labyrinth.
As a diversion for the attack at Voltri.
Montenotte.
But the French cling on courageously. Corporal
They had a new
Roache
horse for the scout at every station.
Himself, exposing himself to enemy fire to shoot down on the enemy. His commander, Colonel Rampont.
Sorry, I want to take a break and I want to understand something.
Is Alex, and I'm a volunteer with Washington Crossing Historic Park.
What a massive these guns are! Holy shit! That's why I want to watch that. It gives you like a feeling of it.
Start by taking a cartridge from his cartridge box.
That's one massive. Chat is going to be like, this is one of the newer versions.
Black powder and a musket ball. The soldier was trained to load and fire 3 times.
3 shots per minute?
So he would start.
What a massive gun. What is the caliber?
The end of the cartridge.
Can't even imagine.
To open it up, he would pour some gunpowder.
That shit probably fucks you up.
Pan.
Makes you wonder. I have so many weird questions. Why didn't they already back then use the way rounds look nowadays? Long and with a pointy end. Why was it like little circle thingies, little balls?
He would put the rest of the gunpowder and the musket ball down the barrel.
They didn't know better.
Ramrod.
Bolts are much easier to make. They didn't have the technology.
Home, so it's firmly seated.
Rifling wasn't invented. Smooth bore. Then Prussia invented it.
Loaded, soldier would come to the position of shoulder arms, and he would be given these 3.
That's a heavy-looking gun, man.
Make ready. Present. Fire.
That probably smells really good. If you ever shot a gun in real life, it smells really good.
Tells his men, "Here we must conquer or die." A moment which quickly enters French military folklore. It's the perfect setup for Napoleon. The enemy's attention is focused on Voltri, and Argenteau's corps has been left dangerously exposed. He swings into action, sending La Harpe's division to reinforce Rampont's troops, while Massena makes a tough night march across steep ravines.
You probably had to march so much back then.
Argenteau.
Before there was motorized and shit, you probably marched so much, man. These people were just walking all day. Oh, ich hab meine 1000 Schritte voll.
By dawn, the Austrians are outnumbered, outflanked, and under heavy attack.
Thank you, Nestor, my dude. Thank you so much, man.
Disarray. Napoleon orders Massena to move on Dago, while he turns his
If this channel ever decides to go in-depth into World War II, holy shit, man,
attention to the Piedmontese.
I think he's now thinking about that.
But Augereau's advance gets held up at Cosseria. The old castle is held
old
by
pictures are so
Piedmontese
cool.
and Croatian grenadiers. The French launch frontal attacks.
He's now starting
into
World War II
withering fire
episodes.
and suffer hundreds of casualties. When the colonel of the 18th Demi Brigade is killed, a 26-year-old Louis Gabriel Suchet takes over command. "I have never seen fire like it," wrote Marmont, Napoleon's aide-de-camp.
Would your VR dream look like this? Here we go. Yeah! Whoa! I think that's where I live. No, there was something else where I live. What the fuck? Yeah, imagine that as a VR game. Autism POV. Dude, I'd be very happy to be behind, man. Nice hobby. It's in Czech Republic.
Despite
where I
heroic
live, I might even.
resistance,
Oh, we will see. We'll see.
the hopelessly outnumbered garrison surrenders the next day. With Serrurier's division also advancing from the south, Piedmontese
What a
commander
complex
General
goddamn war, man.
has little choice but to abandon
Thank you,
his position
Iowa
at
Toad.
Montezemolo.
Thank you, man.
The same day, under Napoleon's watchful eye, Massena takes Dago.
It's very funny to see how Napoleon never does anything, because he understands. In Total War Napoleon, the generals die instantly. You can never get close.
Division moves off to reinforce Augereau. Hungry French troops left in Dago turn to plunder and pillage. No one spots Colonel Vukasovic, a tough Croatian commander, approaching with 3,000 reinforcements. He attacks at
These
dawn,
pictures,
routing
eh?
the French and retaking
So
Dago
cool.
with ease. It requires the recall of La Harpe's division and another day of heavy combat before Vukasovic can be driven out of Dago. A bayonet charge led by 27-year-old Colonel Lannes wins particular praise from General Bonaparte. Napoleon has won 3 victories in 4 days. The marches and battles have been grueling, but he has achieved his first objective.
These guns are massive.
The Austrians are regrouping at Acqui and will soon retreat to Alessandria. They can offer no support to the Piedmontese.
Pussies.
And so General Colli orders another withdrawal to a strong defensive position behind the Corsalia River. Napoleon orders an immediate attack. Augereau's division on the right, Serrurier on the left, Massena in support.
But the Battle of Lodi is about retreating
But the French,
Austrians.
under heavy fire, struggle to cross the swollen river with its steep
Imagine
banks.
seeing shit like this in real life, man. You will
When
never forget that till the day
Serrurier's
you die.
troops finally get into San Michele, they immediately begin looting the town and are thrown out by a counterattack. Despite his success, Colli is still heavily outnumbered and fears encirclement. The following evening, he begins a covert withdrawal to Mondovì. But Napoleon is not deceived by the fake campfires. Patrols
fake
confirm
campfires.
his suspicions. The Piedmontese are pulling back. Though his troops are exhausted, wet and hungry, he launches them after the fleeing enemy. Colli's troops are caught before they can establish a new defensive line.
Do you think
brave
these
and
pictures are
popular
made live? Like someone is actually looking for a position and looks at this stuff and then paints later on from memory? Because I don't think so. Yeah, this is painted later.
General Dicat is killed.
Maybe sometimes. Sketches.
Retreat turns to rout. The French enter Mondovì in triumph, where at last, briefly, they can eat and rest.
The 2 armies which lately attacked you in full confidence now fly before you in terror.
General Colli, his defeated troops scattered and demoralized, requests an armistice. Napoleon declines as his troops descend from the mountains
Jesus, man,
into
just
the
fucking
fertile plain of Piedmont.
let the guy surrender.
Destitute and starved, French soldiers now plunder the Italian countryside freely.
Civilians are always the biggest losers in every war in the last thousands of years, huh?
Brigadier General Joubert is among those frustrated by the men's conduct. Everything would go very well if the soldiers did not abandon themselves to pillage. Not a day passes without some
Probably shit ton of rape,
looters
yeah.
being shot. Despite this severity, the mania doesn't stop. The rural folk are arming themselves.
Seems always intelligent that if you know
Napoleon
war's coming,
condemns
civilian to
such
get the
behavior,
fuck out, man.
But his orders have limited impact, especially as everyone knows Generals Massena and Augereau to be 2 of the greatest offenders. On the 25th of April, French troops enter Carrasco, just 30 miles south of the Piedmontese capital, Turin.
Oh, the Austrians are coming.
Meanwhile, General Beaulieu is at long last marching to Piedmont's aid. But he is a week late. And when he learns that Piedmont has opened negotiations with the enemy, he withdraws his troops in disgust, planning to take up new positions.
Purely
along
are
the Po
fucking
River.
Italians, man. I'm going home.
Austrian troops join in the plunder of Piedmontese villages as
Oh
they
shit. Dude, fuck
go.
being
Victor
civilian.
Amadeus III, King of Piedmont Sardinia, sees no option but to accept Bonaparte's terms for an armistice. Piedmont must give up the strategic fortresses at Cuneo and either Alessandria or Tortona leaving the country virtually defenseless. The final peace treaty, signed 3 weeks later in Paris, cedes Nice and Savoie to France.
I always say Savoy, it's Savoie.
To French armies. Napoleon has ended the 4-year war with Piedmont in less than 3 weeks.
Damn. You think your soldiers got like medals and stuff? Dude, that's it. Wait. Napoleon era medal. There must be some archaeology on that shit. Damn, imagine that shit. France, First Emperor Napoleon, gold medal in 1818. Of the very few surviving gold awards during the reign of Napoleon, as such, one of the highest rarities of great historical interest. Imagine like your family still owns something like that. God damn, that's real shit. Very, very rare, these things. Wow. Yeah, that's something German. Original pair of Napoleon War period issue medal. The Prussian and Bavarian Battle of Waterloo, Battle of Leipzig. You got a medal for that. Damn. I don't think it will really help these soldiers to have a medal.
The army of Italy has little time to rest on its laurels. 4 days later, having received 7,000 reinforcements and fresh supplies, it's on the move again. Napoleon plans to invade the rich province of Lombardy, ruled by the Emperor of Austria, and defeat Beaulieu's army. But first he must cross the Po River, which is closely watched by Austrian forces. It will prove one of Napoleon's most brilliant maneuvers. Massena is ordered to make conspicuous preparations to cross the river near Salé, assembling boats and building gun batteries. Meanwhile, Napoleon has
how
formed
ravaged
a
the country must be after a war like this is happening in it.
Grenadiers, carabiniers, and chasseurs to act as the army's advance guard under the command of General d'Allemagne. This force is ordered to march rapidly east to Piacenza and cover 40 miles in just 36 hours. They are followed by La Harpe's division, then Augereau and the cavalry. Beaulieu receives reports that French troops are moving east and begins to redeploy his forces, while remaining conscious that there are still French troops that might cross the Po as far west as Valença. This uncertainty makes it impossible for him to concentrate his forces. What's more, he's completely underestimated the scale and speed of Napoleon's move.
He's like doing ancient blitzkrieg by just marching fast.
Lead, crosses the Po on the 7th of May, chasing off Austrian patrols that are the only opposition. By the next morning, most of La Harpe's and Augereau's divisions and the cavalry are across.
Shouldn't they just destroy all the bridges?
The French bridgehead, while Massena and Serrurier move to the crossing as fast as they can. Men of General Liebtei's division are the closest Austrian troops. They take up defensive positions at Fombio, but are overwhelmed by the French attack. That evening, Beaulieu's advance guard arrives, expecting to reinforce Liebtei. Instead, they blunder into La Harpe's division. In confused night fighting, General La Harpe is shot dead, possibly by friendly fire. Napoleon regards him as one of the army's best generals, and his loss a great blow.
Oh shit.
Beaulieu, realizing that the French have crossed the Po in force and now threaten to cut him off, orders a rapid withdrawal east. Milan is to be sacrificed. The great fortress of Mantua will be his next refuge. The French advance guard is soon in pursuit. On the morning of the 10th of May, they catch the Austrian rearguard at Lodi.
Ah, that's it. That's what we're gonna play, chat. Oh shit.
French troops chase the Austrians across town and over the town's 200-yard bridge over the River Adda. But when they try to follow, they find the bridge is swept by fire from 14 guns. Its far end is held by 3 battalions of Croatian infantry. Several more battalions and cavalry squadrons are behind them in reserve. around 6,500 men in total. Napoleon soon arrives and positions guns to bombard.
Wait. A Napoleon era cannon 6-pounder. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Oh, a 12-pounder? What does that say? How do you read the title of a short? I don't even know.
In big heaps.
What is this, man? Come here. Okay. That was actually AI, Tommy? That's AI? Oh, fuck off. Everything is AI with you people. Shut up. Oy, oy, oy. That looks like I was looking for. That looks like a real cannon. Oh, oy, 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 oy.
That is literally shocking.
They probably had a lot of shock momentum. They just shocked people. Because honestly, they don't have an explosion. Like SPG, right? This is it's just a straight bullet that goes very straight. But if you see your mate getting blown up by it, that's probably crazy psychological damage.
The Austrians on the far bank.
There was a naval cannon. Oh, man, jetzt leck mich.
Duel rages for much of the afternoon. Napoleon sends Beaumont's cavalry brigade upstream to look for a ford so they can cross the river and flank the Austrian defences. But he grows impatient. Massena's division has begun to arrive from the south, bringing his strength up to 15,000 men and 30 guns. Napoleon makes a speech to the infantry, taunting them, daring them to take the bridge, then orders them forward.
Oh,
The cries of
dude, imagine that, man. I am Napoleon. I order you to go over the bridge. And you're like, fuck, I can't. If I don't do it, I'm a deserter. They will fuck me up. Oh, dude. I would like crawl or something. But damn, bro.
Vive la République!
Yeah.
The 2nd Carabinier Battalion leads the charge. They come under torrential fire from the Austrian guns. But urged on by Napoleon, Berthier, Massena, Lannes, and others, French infantry surge across, under, and around the bridge. Faced with this irresistible onslaught, the Austrian front
Insane that they managed to pull this off.
line
That's
crumbles.
insane, man. That is
With
insane.
French cavalry across the river
Wow.
to the north, the rest of the Austrian rearguard begins an orderly withdrawal.
How? You are the one holding the bridge and you have 1, 2, 4 casualties? As you are the defender of a bridge? What are you, fucking stupid? I could have done better. I no longer regarded myself as a simple general, but as a man called upon to decide the fate of the people. Uh-oh. They really need some machine guns.
5 days after his victory at Lodi, Napoleon leads his army into the city of Milan. They are welcomed by cheering crowds. Though in reality, Italians are deeply divided in their attitudes towards the French. After Lodi, French soldiers have a new nickname for their general, Le Petit Caporal, the Little Corporal. It's a term of affection, because he gets his hands dirty, even aiming the guns himself, the job of an artillery corporal. In just a month, Napoleon has transformed a war-weary, disheveled and demoralized army into a victorious fighting force, brimming with esprit de corps and eager for further conquests. While he, in
Commander, I
his
need you to
first
calm down with your
campaign,
autism.
has
Take 10 deep
demonstrated
breaths.
extraordinary energy, mastery of detail, brilliant military intuition, above all, indomitable self-belief.
Well,
It
let's
is
see
this quality that inspires his
if I can do
soldiers
that too.
to risk their lives for glory, for the Republic, and for
Cities
the
are so
man
good,
they
man.
will
Wow.
one day acclaim their emperor. A big thank you to PMF Productions.
Okay. The Battle of Lodi. Okay, I have to stop them from retreating. But if they take the bridge, I'm cooked. There's some units over. What is, oh, they have artillery ready. Ah, here's the crossing where Napoleon put over his flank. Oh. Remember, Napoleon only lost 500. Grenadier of the Line, Fusiliers, Chasseurs, Lombardy Cisalpine Legion. Napoleon was all about speed. I'm honestly not like that. I'm not a good leader. I'm always very slow. In like HOI4, right? I build up good technology and then I fight. I never rush anything. Cavalry should first of all attack these three. Napoleon stays behind. Little bombardment. Let's try to be blitzkrieg like Napoleon was. Okay, is there a obtainable house? Oh, they're already inside, yeah. I don't know if we won already. Like, already running? I need them to support this. We need this attack to be stronger. But now, this way I don't cut off the bridge. Get Napoleon away from this before they start shooting. Hide him here. I'm actually gonna run with that flank. Let's run. Let's be insane. Cannons will start shooting. They're actually gonna try to hold. I can do ready cry. Oh, what is that? Inspire. Let's really enter Inspire.
Position on the far side of the river. Do not allow him to escape the field.
Go, go, go faster. I have to be faster than this. Blitzkrieg, blitzkrieg, blitzkrieg. Artillery's doing its thing. That cannon though. Ooh, that cannon. Ooh, that cannon, bro. Fucking cannon, dude. That cannon, bro. These guys are very important to me right now. Faster, faster. Calf. Still hunting. Guess they let them finish. They're all taking the second bridge. Oh, I'm actually losing here. I'm actually getting wrecked. I'm really running into bad battles, huh? Uh-oh, uh-oh. They really fucking want it, huh? I need Napoleon to inspire. Come on, Napoleon. I need you to inspire them. Faster, faster. I need you to inspire. Buff them. Uh-oh. This is pretty heavy. It's a very important battle here that I think I'm not gonna win. Ooh, enemy cavalry arrived. Oh, 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 oh. Wait, that's my cavalry. Where are they going? But they're killing Napoleon. I'm losing. I'm getting fucking wrecked, chat. Whoa, I'm getting my ass kicked in. I think I just lost. I can't fucking kill this house. Dude, I can't kill the house. That was the biggest issue. Bayonet charged the house. I think we might be cooked. It's a restart. Sorry, but that is fucking terrible. No, I got wrecked. One guy is legit like, Tommy, you are legit not a good military commander in real life. Really? Think so? Okay, good. I bet you wouldn't beat Napoleon in real life. I'll beat him in jiu-jitsu. I'm shooting the house as much as I can already. I'm trying to maybe shoot that gun, if possible. Yeah, the cannons do much better now. I really want Napoleon to help them. Dude, I have so many guns on this house. Even my artillery. Come on. Oh, look. Ooh, I think that's a retreat. That is a big center. Alter, that's hard. Ooh, that's a lot of fucking stuff right now. Okay, cavalry's finished. Okay, let them rest a little bit. I'm wasting so much ammo on this. Do I have grenadiers? Send them in, bro. We cannot waste all this time. We can't. We cannot waste time on this no more. Oh, this is gonna get... Oh, stop shooting, stop shooting, stop shooting. Oh my god, Tommy. Whoa, cool. A building battle. Whoa, that's cool. Whoa, that's cool. I have to surround this fucking city. I was not able to rush them down, man. I'm doing my own technique, the TommyKay technique of slowness. Crazy bloody battle in there, man. Shit, man, I'll let him go over the bridge, huh? Damn, they have seen some things. They have seen some things in there. The Battle of the Church is everything. You think I can win this somehow? Okay, flank maneuver. Go, go, go. Flank einleiten. I will charge the church in a second, but first we have to prepare. Dude, shouldn't they... Do I have to get closer, maybe? How is this not dying? The grenadiers have an easier charge into the church from here. Should I get closer, maybe? You get more damage like that? In fact, my artillery is becoming useless. Oh, shit, look. He's coming. Oh, he's coming hard, man. Charge it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. We're charging in. We're charging in. The game is so simple, yet so deep. I'm falling off of grenadiers here. Good job. When I play clean like this, I feel much better. Like, not the Napoleon rush system, but my own little thing. Enough musketeers in here. Grenadiers. Everyone is so tired, man. Soften up the bridge. Prepare the charge, like in real life. That should be it, huh? GG. In the end, it was easy if you just still play
The
calm.
Austrian General Beaulieu is leaving the field. Catch!
Uh-oh. Kill him! Easy.
General Beaulieu has been killed on the battlefield. Mop up Beaulieu is
Okay, he's Beaulieu! Beaulieu! What am I, a French hooligan?